Okay, y'all, I know I have not done a video in forever. I absolutely suck with this, but I just had to show my face. One, I hope everyone is okay with this horrible um, COVID-19 pandemic, but there's been a lot of talk of, gloom and doom. So today I watched Eva's live on Instagram that completely got me out of gloom and doom mode. And I just had to create a video and discuss her live today. So Eva from Real Housewives of Atlanta. I stopped doing my Tell 'em Tuesdays a while back because I was like, I wanted to kind of have more positivity coming out because I know how impressionable people can be. But I may have to start talking about my shows again because, yeah. Anywho, so apparently Nene is coming for Eva. She's talking about basically Eva has no storyline, in her opinion. Eva has no storyline, and if any of you keep up, you know that this sounds very familiar because Nene has done this same thing to Cynthia when they fell out, saying that Cynthia brought nothing to the show. So the consensus is that whenever Nene falls out with someone, they bring nothing to the show or they have no storyline. Okay. So let me say this. Okay, Nene used to be my fave. When Real Housewives of Atlanta first started, Nene was my favorite housewife. Loved her, okay? But it seems like, I don't know, fame has kind of gone to her head because I saw Nene, I ran into her in person. I want to say it was around maybe season 4. I was going to the dentist and I ran into Nene while I was walking into my dentist office. And so I spoke, of course, and she was very dismissive, like just nasty. And I was like, oh, like, girl, just because you're on reality TV does not mean that you are better than me or better than anyone else. We both put on our panties one foot at a time. So I was like, wow, just because I'm not on a reality show, I'm still a person. I'm still, a young Black woman. I am still somebody. Like, and not only am I somebody, but, I am also successful myself. I'm not on a reality show. I may not, make what she makes, but, I purchased my first home at 26, single, unmarried at the time, did it all on my own, just from my professional job as a college educated woman. And, I'm like, girl. So anyway, so after that encounter with Nene, I kind of, felt a type of way about her because I'm like, I wasn't asking for anything. I wasn't asking for her autograph. I was just speaking to her, and like, I understand if you're busy or whatever, but to me, like, even just as a YouTube personality, I ran into people that recognized me. And I spoke. Like, how it takes 2 seconds to say hello to somebody, no matter how busy I am or whatever, what I'm about to do, I can take 2 seconds to speak back to someone who speaks to me. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So, yeah. So then we started dealing with all the fallouts, okay, with Nene. Like, she has fallen out with every single housewife on the show. She's fallen out with Kim. She's fallen out with Sheree. She claims she never really knew Phaedra. So they really didn't have a relationship. She's fallen out with Candy. She's fallen out with Kenya. She's fallen out with Cynthia. Now she's fallen out with Eva. Okay, so what's the common denominator? I mean, at some point, you have to look in the mirror and say, all right, it can't be everybody else. Honestly, it just can't. There is one common denominator in all of those relationships, okay? So, and Eva, I'm like, I don't even know. It's like her disdain for her just like came out of left field because they supposedly were friends. Oh, and she fell out with her little sis, Portia. Okay. And so now she's on her apology tour because she has realized that she had hardly any screen time because no one was filming with her because there were no organic relationships between her and any of the housewives at the beginning of the season, because her only friend really was Marlo, and Marlo is not a housewife. So, and they have fallen out and, you know, patched up or whatever. But the things that happened between them when they fell out, like, I'm sorry, I wouldn't have been able to bounce back from that. Like, that stuff went deep. And I don't care what the check is. At some point, you just have to let bygones be bygones. But alas, they're back bosom buddies. Whatever. So when her and Cynthia fell out, you know, she gets on Watch What Happens Live and is like, basically, Cynthia brings nothing to the show. Okay. Basically, what I have surmised is that if you are not kissing her ass, you know, then you're no longer friends. Like, whenever someone speaks out against something that she has done, or calls her out, or doesn't uphold her foolishness, then there's a problem. And for me, that's not true friendship. Like, I'm not your real friend if I can't take constructive criticism from you. Like, if you can't tell me I'm wrong and I acknowledge what you said and reflect on what you said. Like, to me, you're not really friends if you can't do that without there being a fallout or discord. So now that she has fallen out with Eva, now Eva is boring and has no storyline. Now, I understand that drama brings ratings. I get it. You know, I'm part of it. You know, I watch the drama, okay? But I can categorize things. You know, a lot of people can't do that. Especially people who are more impressionable, younger, brains have not fully developed. They can't block it off. So that's why I don't suggest that children watch reality shows and stuff like that, just because they don't have that discernment yet. But I digress. I'm getting off topic. So I can separate, I can watch it and know that, okay, this is not my life. This is not how I operate in my daily dealings with people. But for her, it's like it's her life, because you see time and time again, these people who are so-called her friends, her sisters, it's not maintained. Like, I still have my same best friend from when I was 13 years old. Okay. We're still best friends. Her daughter is my goddaughter. Like, we're still down like 4 flat tires. Like, you know, I'm not doing drive-bys on friendships. Like, every 2 seconds, you know, I have a new friend. Like, that's not authentic and that's not true friendship. But that's what she consistently is doing. Even the ladies were like, that little brunch she had, they're like, they've never seen any of these people. It's like I haven't seen her friend Diane, or whatever her name is, that used to be on the show a long time ago. I don't know if they're still friends or not. But it's just like, you know, there is no consistency with her as far as her female relationships. So now Eva's boring. She has no storyline. What is Nene's storyline? I'm like, honestly, like, when she has not been on the show, the episodes when she has not been on there, I didn't miss her at all. Like, it was like, okay, like, nothing there. It didn't feel like anything was missing. Excuse me, y'all. I don't have corona. I don't think, but yeah, so I'm just like, girl, like, who, pot me kettle, like, what is your storyline? What's going on with you? Like, girl, I mean, seriously, Eva, like she said on her life is her storyline. Like, she is a working mother, a black working mother, okay, married to a black professional man, successful, okay. Who doesn't want to see that on reality TV? I do. We have enough people on reality TV that don't make a life for themselves outside of being on reality TV. I mean, Eva is college educated, went to Clark Atlanta University, HBCU, very well spoken intelligent. She was relevant well before Real Housewives even came into existence. Her husband is a prominent attorney. She had some drama with her ex, her abusive ex, and is navigating through that and trying to get her daughter adopted by her husband. She's was pregnant twice on the show. So just showing her navigating through her growing family. I think that is something that should be chronicled on reality TV. Showing a Black woman successful, married to a successful Black man, raising their children, showing, how to, because so many women out here are multitasking. They're not just, housewives. They're not just, pampered princesses, who are able to just stay at home and not make a living for themselves. Like, she is actually doing this show, but she also is on a radio show and has other things going on that are her bread and butter outside of the show. Like, if the show ended, she would still be, ticking on, and so I think that's something that they should chronicle on the show, because we need more of that. We need to see more positive examples of Black families, Black women doing the dang on thing, Black women married to Black men doing the dang on thing, not doing anything shady, actually upstanding professional. So, I'm over it. I'm over Nene. Like, I know a lot of people still love Nene, but like, it's too much, because it's like, when are you going to take accountability for the things that you do and stop using people for your personal gain? Because like I said, she's on an apology tour. Like, basically, I feel that if she would have had more friendships on the show, she wouldn't be running around trying to, get back cool with Portia and all of that if she had other relationships in place. I just honestly don't feel that she would. And a saying that my husband tells me when I complain about work, he's like, wherever you go, there you are. And that's how I feel with Nene. Wherever she goes, there she is. Nothing changes because she's still doing the same. And I mean, he tells me, he says, you can either use what's happening as a tool for personal growth, or you can just leave, go somewhere else, and then you're going to have the same problems. And then what are you going to do? Leave, go somewhere else, you're going to have the same problems. You just have to say, okay, what can because I can't change other people. So what can I do to change the way that I react to things, or change my outlook on things, so that I'm not continuing to get hung up on these same issues. So yeah, I'm just like, that's the piece that's missing, is that she keeps hopping around, but not going back to the source of the issue, which is the reflection, when she looks in the mirror. So anywho, I just wanted to give my 2 cents on that. Feel free to comment. Don't be mad at me, those of you who love Nene or whatever. Like, I still love y'all, but I just had to speak out on this, especially since she trying to dog Eva.